Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As I was about to tell today's video, we're here to talk about Accelerator Jr. We have Sponge is being listed in today's video as one of the really underrated, slept-on takeovers in 2K23 that we're going to showcase in the Rec Center. This takeover perk is going to be you leeching takeover off of your teammates and what they do. So for instance, if your teammate passes to another one of your teammates and you get an assist and a shot made between your two teammates, you're going to be getting takeover progress from both that assist and that shot make, including blocks, including rebounds, all types of stuff like that. And it's very small accumulative progress, but it adds up, and we're going to showcase it in today's video. But I first and foremost wanted to talk about how hard Accelerator is to get in comparison to Sponge. So for Sponge, when it pops up, I believe you're going to have to play around 50 Pro-Am games, so just keep that in mind. I will say it's actually a very hard one to get on its own, but if you can play 3v3 Pro-Am with your teammates or anything like that, or if you have a squad, it works for that. Not to mention it still works for Rec Center as well, but the whole point of Sponge is that it easily pops up just randomly for you. It's something that I got within the first week of the game just randomly, and it's easy to get. All of my teammates have got the opportunity to get this takeover perk as well, whereas you have to unlock all types of crazy stuff to get Accelerator. As you're going to see, I literally have a freaking statue of my player right here for completing the entire My Career storyline. You have to complete the entire My Career storyline to even unlock the ability to get Accelerator, and you, like I said, all of the main quest lines. You can see I have 0 left. You literally have to complete that. Alright, so let's get into these rec highlights right here. As you're going to see, he gets the steal right there, and it does not give takeover progress. If you're at the very beginning of the game, you will be buried into your takeover a slight bit, so even if you get a couple of cumulative things, it will appear very much smaller. But as you can see, I get a teammate to assist to a shot right there, and another teammate who makes the shot. And as you're going to see, it does go up by a decent bit. It's nothing super crazy, but just keep in mind that this is me doing absolutely nothing. The pass to assist does not count for takeover. It's only a teammate grade accolade. It's nothing to do with me actually getting takeover progress. Now, in comparison, we obviously have me passing to that same teammate and him getting a shot. Now, keep in mind, this is me getting an assist and I'm still getting takeover for that, but I will also still be getting a slight bit of extra takeover for him making that shot. Even if I assist on a basket or I was the one being assisted to on a basket, I will still get extra takeover for that being included. Right there, you're going to see, once again, I pass to a teammate, my teammate gets another assist as well, and then my other teammate gets the basket. You're going to see the takeover progress, once again, nothing super crazy, but we'll just mark this mouse where it actually is, and then boom, it goes up by a slight bit. And again, you may sit here and look at this and be like, wow, what a horrible takeover perk. It really doesn't even give you anything. But keep in mind, there are only 2 takeover perks in this entire game that give you takeover faster, and that's going to be Sponge and Accelerator. And for that matter, if you're a role player, Accelerator actually might not even be even better than Sponge for you. Sponge might actually be what you want to run. So my reasoning for this, or example, let's say you're someone who's a corner spot up, maybe you're a lockdown, something like that. You're not very involved on the offense. Well, if a point guard is going to get an assist and the big man's going to get a dunk every single time they run a pick and roll properly into an assist, you're getting takeover progress for each time that that happens because they're both scoring or assisting. Or, once again, if you get a corner spot up 3, you're even still getting a little bit more takeover off the fact that your point guard is getting an assist to you. So all of this adds up, trust me and believe that, because as you can see right here, my teammate gets a block on this. The takeover progress goes up by a noticeable bit for that matter as well. As you can see, we'll mark that once again with the mouse, and as you can see, it's going to go up by quite a bit for that matter. And again, even rebounds, even outlet passes that lead to dunks, if someone were to get an assist right there, you're going to see I actually get the assist because it was a little bit of a hockey assist for the guy down there. But either way, if you look at my stat sheet after this in a second right here, I'm going to have really minimal things done. Now, after all of this is done, I actually get an interception into a dunk on the other end. You're going to see I end up trying to hit my big man down the court. Nothing there, so he just hits me on a reset. I go in for the dunk, get a nice little Russell Westbrook dunk to pop off right here. And really, I am looking really good on takeover. It's a smidge away from being able to activate my single take. Right there, my teammate gets a steal. Unfortunately, it is a very small tad bit of progress that pops up, and you don't really see like a noticeable nudge when you're at the absolute maximum of it. I have seen it before though. You can be nudged from your like not takeover activatable to activatable just by your teammates doing something. I didn't get clips of it in this video though. I do apologize for that, but either way, we have 1 steal, 3 assists, and 2 points. That's literally it. 2 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, and I almost have takeover activated. And mind you, I have double slash take as well. So if I had like a playmaker takeover, it would be giving me more. for those assists, but unfortunately, as you can see, I turned the ball over right there, get pluck stolen from behind. I obviously allowed myself to let that happen, but either way, we're going to keep on showcasing the progress of just stuff like this happening. And obviously right here, really nice pass down court. The assist is going to be giving me a standard amount of takeover progress once again, but I will get a slight little bit of extra from the fact that my teammate is scoring a basket. Right there though, quarter break, as you're going to see, obviously your takeover is going to go back down, so that's just something you have to live with. Unfortunately, that turnover really screwed me over. I would have been able to get takeover before the quarter easily with only 2 points and 4 assists. And for that matter, probably 3 assists, really. But anyway, right here, offensive rebound for myself. I'm going to be able to hit my teammate on this kick out right here, and I'm telling you guys, I really do see more takeover progress on these assists right here whenever I'm running sponge than when I don't. Like if I'm running juice, I don't see as much of takeover progress from these passes right here. So as you can see, my boy OJ knocking down that three-pointer right there, just to give you a little bit of a guide on how much is going up by. Quite a bit, I would say. I mean, it literally went from here to there, just off one assisted basket into the corner with no playmaker takeover being ran or anything like that. Now I grab the rebound once again. We're throwing down court to OJ. OJ is going to get this extra pass over to the big, and now once again, a little bit of takeover progress just for that little pass to assist. And again, pass to assist do not count toward my takeover. It only counts toward my teammate grade, but sponge is what's allowing me to get a little bit of extra progress off this because of an assist from right here and then a three-pointer made from right here. So once again, a little bit of a smidge right here of extra takeover, but that does still go a long way, like I said. And if you're a role player, it's a fire takeover perk. And once again, much easier to be able to just get activated. Now, unfortunately, if you were able to have hit this shot right here, I probably would have gotten takeover on the next possession because as you're going to see, I end up not grabbing this rebound, but we do get a block on the other end. And I do believe if he hit that three-pointer plus this block right here, I probably would have ended up actually getting takeover. But either way, we're able to just hit the shooting guard in transition right there, activate takeover. And once again, that was with very minimal stats. I mean, let's just scroll back to that. It's 2 points, 3 rebounds that ended up as 6 assists, and then with a turnover as well. So honestly, I really do think sponge is a very slept on takeover perk. I don't know if it's a great thing to run as a point guard, but as you can see, I do have like 9 assists, 3 turnovers in this game. That's after the takeover progress and stuff like that obviously included. And once again, in this clip right here, I'm at the absolute bare minimum for takeover. So anything that I get as far as an assist or a dunk or anything like that for myself or anything like that is not going to get super crazy progress. You have to get yourself out of that little like bottom basement area, so to say. So anyway, that one right there, not a whole lot of progress, but either way, right here you're going to see a nice little block, gives me a little bit of takeover. After continuing to play a little bit of defense, you're going to see I grab this rebound myself, so I get a little bit of takeover progress right there. Now, we end up moving down the court a little bit. I pass to the center pass to the shooting guard, wide open. Once again, this is literally just a pass to assist. I promise you guys, the pass to assist do not count for extra takeover progress. It's literally just sponge activating and doing its work right here. And again, it's a nice little boost, I will say. Like, think of every single time that this happens right here. Let's picture that you're a lockdown, you're playing as a corner spot up, just a very absolute role player. Every time that your point guard hits your center on a slip, this is about as much takeover as you're going to get right here. That goes a long way as a lockdown. I can promise you that 100%. Same with if a point guard even just scores in general, you'll get a little bit less than that probably, but it still goes a long way as you go through the whole course of a game. I promise you, I want to make you a video. I promise I want to make you guys a video where I play as a complete corner and corner spot up in Pro-Am and just let my teammates carry, and then I end up activating takeover just off a sponge on straight donut stat lines. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, everything. I think that'd be a hilarious video. I promise it's possible too. I 100% believe it's possible. I maybe will say the quarter breaks could be a little bit of a problem, but once again, nice little pass to assist right here, and again, we're going to be getting a solid bit of takeover. As you're going to see, we're going to go from here up to here. I mean, it definitely adds up. I will say that much. So I'm not going to talk your guys' ear off too much. We'll let the clips continue to play out a little bit, and I just want to talk about maybe who this fits the best, because me and Zeke have been talking about it, and Zeke, even though he's the point guard, believes that if he had sponge, he would be eaten off the fact that I do a lot of scoring, and if I had accelerator or something like that, I would be a major benefiter of that personally, because I believe that sponge doesn't benefit me so crazy, because I do have a lot of crazy box score games in the rec or in the park or something like that, where I put up a lot of points, a lot of rebounds, and even assist to a lot of baskets as well, because the ball is either generally in my hands or I'm always going to be a screener, or I'm the one that's offensive rebounding, stuff like that. Whereas Zeke, even at the point guard position, wishes that he had sponge because he would eat off the fact that I'm doing so much scoring, rebounding, and stuff like that as well. And again, I really think Pro-Am is where the Sponge Takeover perk is going to excel the most. And unfortunately right there, I would have loved to have seen if I could have activated Takeover off that. Either way though, moving forward into the end of the quarter right there, a little unfortunate because I keep getting, you know, the end of the quarter breaks to screw my Takeover from activating. And then they call a timeout off this one right here too, so it goes down even more. But anyway, back to my conversation a little bit as we continue to let the clips play out. As you can see, good shot defense right there probably, and then we're out in the fast break. But again, I really do think this would be so good for locks, good for bigs, good for anybody really for that matter, as long as you're not someone who's putting up all the stats. Like if you're someone that ends a game with, let's just say, a collective amount of stats below 20. I just want to say 20, like as in if you with points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks combined end a game with less than all of those numbers adding up to 20, I think Sponge will benefit you more than anybody else in this game. And again, it's not a negative, I'll say that much as well. And again, even if you're a dude who's putting up like 40 combined stats or something like that, or even 50, like if you're someone who's scoring 30 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds or something like that, you're still going to benefit off of everything that your teammates do. And not to mention either, I, with this Sponge, feel like I'm able to take over a game faster because I'm able to get my takeover faster. Even if it's a slight bit faster and I'm not getting a super extreme like boost of progress or anything like that, I'm still going to be able to take over the game sooner with my takeover activating at a sooner rate. Once again, this happens for me in Park and stuff like that. I'll maybe have like 4 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound, and then boom, there's takeover. And again, I understand, yeah, if I had Accelerator, it would do the same thing probably, but the thing is, you can't be so greedy with it. I mean, I literally just completed all of that quest stuff for my career, and it took me probably a total, I'm not even kidding, of probably 15 hours. That was unbelievable how ridiculous the requirements are. It makes you play 5 games of the 3v3 games of 21 with, I'm talking like 4 different times. Like literally I had to do with Tyler Hero, Devin Booker, Kevin Garnett, J. Cole, pick them up as a team, still play against my rival 3 times in a row on that as well, have to play my career games of getting A- teammate grades 6 games in a row, have to advance the side quest by playing a career game every single time. It adds up, and Accelerator is not very easy, and it's not worth it for the majority of people who are going to play this game. So if you ever see Sponge pop up and you want to just go after it for 1 week, you see it and it's like, okay, yeah, I have to play 50 Pro-Am games. That's pretty ridiculous. Or maybe it was even 40. I might be tripping on that. But whether it is like 40 or 50, I know it's still quite a bit. So if you could start up a 3v3 Pro-Am team, absolutely go for it. I promise you it's going to be so worth it if you're a role player or even as a point guard. It's definitely the best budget, or I should say easy to get one compared to Accelerator. But anyway, that'll be all for the video. I know I could probably keep showing a lot of clips and stuff right here of like whether I'm getting dunks. Also, I should mention like this one right here. I really do need to mention to you guys, like if you miss a dunk, like right here, this is the first thing I'm doing of a whole game where I'm going to be getting a little run to the hoop. I go for that dunk and then I miss it. That's burying me into the takeover. So just keep in mind, if you see anything pop up here where, let's say my teammate right here in this next clip, OJ, he gets a quick drop and I don't gain any progress, that is not the badge being garbage. It's literally just I'm buried deep into my takeover. Same with me passing to Joey right here, and he's going to end up passing back to me, even though I have double slash take and I'm getting a dunk, and then Joey's also still getting an assist and the Sponge is activating, because as you can see, it actually does activate right there. Like if you're sleeping on it, I mean, it's activating right now. So that means Joey is giving me extra takeover progress off that assist he got to me. So again, don't sleep on it. I'm telling you, it's so good whether you're like a star player or a role player, but it benefits role players extremely. Once again, it activates on me assisting to other people as well. Even though I'm the one still getting takeover progress off that assist, I'm still gaining even more for him actually making the shot. Once again, the standing dunk, activating the takeover perk. Once again, a block, activating the takeover perk. This thing is lighting up at an insane rate, and then he gets an assist for passing to me on the fast break and I dunk. So anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to them, noties, all the good stuff. Like always, try to 2,000 likes. And if you made it to the end of the video, put Sponge or put Junior in the comments. So it's parts me all the way through. Again, I really do think it is Accelerator Junior. That's what I titled the video. I'm hoping that does well because I think it's actually kind of a funny concept. But they both are the only ones that give you takeover progress extra in this game as far as the takeover perks. And this one really can be slept on as far as if you're a role player. Anyway, as I said, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And on that, take it easy, man. Peace.